Do you know what being iced is?
Is that so the deodorant can?
No.
No? Okay.
Current electric car drivers, when they go up to a charging parking spot, and there's a petrol car in there, they call it getting iced. ICE, internal combustion engine. So they call it getting iced.
Oh my god.
Which is fun. But now, because sometimes electric cars will park there,
Yeah.
but not be plugged in because it's an electric car spot. But they don't plug it in because if you plug it in and you're fully charged, you get charged like a penalty fee for just taking up the spot and being plugged in. So now electric car people have been plugging in these unplugged electric cars into the things. I don't know how they do it. I don't know if it's like already open.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you'd think you wouldn't be able to open it without the key, but I don't know how these cars work. But yeah, they plug the cars in.
Some of them have like oh no, that's... So the ones that I was using at work had like the swipe card on the charger.
Yeah, on the charger they often do. If it's a Tesla one, Tesla supercharger, Tesla car, charged straight back to the... like. It's like a smart thing. It knows what the car is. It's linked to that person's bank account.
That's wild.
Yeah. I mean...
Oh, that's genius.
Super
that's
easy
great.
to implement.
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't you?
And you just put it in and you drive off.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have to go talk to anyone.
Yeah.
No awkward eye contact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's fun and neat. And yeah, so it's fun that they're getting revenge on the other electric car drivers who are there not plugged in. I mean, it is a dick move to just park there. No, I don't need any charger to leave it. Like,
you know what? That would be like someone parking at a petrol gauge.
Just park my car here and piss off to work.
And then going and filling up their car with petrol.
Yeah.
And then them going.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
All right, we should start the show.
All right.
Hungries.
We're dads.
This is the Dad vs. Dad podcast. The show where we bring in our petty issues and you let us know if we're just making mountains out of molehills. Now today is a very almost special episode.
Bit special.
It's a bit special. It's not special yet.
No.
It comes out the day before our 1 year of podcasting. So this won't be our 1 year special.
How do we do this?
Do that
because
next year.
if the dates shift, technically, what? But it's not episode.
We haven't been recording for a year
And we had a month off.
today. Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
You know what? The
It's still
Devil's
our
Dad
anniversary.
podcast existed for 12 months. That's fun.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So
Cool.
we'll do a special episode next week. We are planning on getting mountains from our patrons for that one.
Yeah.
So if you are a patron, we'll put a post on there. You guys can get in contact with us, and we'll have you either calling in or just sending us an email with your mountain if you're a bit too scared to talk on the show.
Yeah.
But we'll work it out. Everyone's welcome to join in.
Give us your dumb feedbacks and
Yeah.
all good feedbacks. It doesn't all have to be dumb.
It'll be a fun episode.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. This one's a bit of a special one, but we'll get to that later.
And also, thanks for sticking with us.
Yeah, thanks.
It's good fun. Yeah. But this one is a almost special ep.
Yeah.
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 How are you?
I'm good.
I feel like there was something that's... I don't know what to do.
There is something missing.
What's missing?
We need to see who won Mount or
Yeah, we
Molehill.
do. All right, give me that.
I win.
You do win. Comments, though. It's like they think they will get extra points for going slower than the speed limit.
Yeah, I love that comment.
Yeah. Olives, they always ruin a good meal. Yes, they do. That was my example. Thank you very much, patrons. Yeah, it's good to have them. They're fun.
Yeah, I
we
do
should
like the
read more
comments.
comments.
We should bring them in. I
Yeah.
like them. So, I'm going first.
Yes.
So, my problem, not many of you are probably experiencing this now. It's a thing we might have experienced as kids. This still happens today in all shows. Every kid show has a special episode where it's someone's birthday. And their friends are planning a surprise party.
Yeah.
But they don't tell the person, and they completely ignore them the whole episode.
Oh,
they
do?
don't even acknowledge their birthday. They don't do anything. They don't mention it. They don't anything. And always, every single time,
that person gets
that
really
person
upset.
gets really upset.
Yeah.
They almost don't make it to the surprise party because they run away from all their friends and they're like almost completely ruin the whole thing because they're sad because everyone forgot their birthday. It's so dumb. It's the stupidest
Why
trope.
is that?
Every kid show has it.
And why is everyone avoiding people on their special day? Why don't they just spend time and...
They could just even acknowledge it. Oh, it's your birthday, isn't it? Happy birthday.
Yeah.
That's all they need to do.
You know what? We went out for dinner with my birthday the other week, right? And Ellie surprised me that we were going out for dinner. She told me there's a surprise. She didn't say what it was or how it was happening or where we were going or who was going.
Yeah.
I got a message, and we went the day after my birthday because it was just easier timed.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got a message from Stu the day after my birthday being like, "Oh, it was your birthday yesterday. Sorry, man. Happy birthday."
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thanks, Stu.
Yeah.
And he was at the birthday dinner. Like, why did you play it off that way? You butthead. Yeah. And then you showed up. You actually told me that you were going to do pods. Oh, we have a visita.
Oh, we do. Well, anyway.
What? Oh, hey, dog.
Oh, hello, Snacks. We do have an animal.
We have an animal.
Is Snacks
sure.
allowed on camera?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Are you okay?
Hey. This is Snacks.
This is Snacks.
He's a chihuahua.
He's the rat dog.
Yep.
What are you-
Anyway. Speaking of...
Are you okay?
No, I'm dying.
Oh.
Okay, our special guest has died.
Okay, we have a special guest, and I didn't even bring the seat
And-
over.
Surprise!
Do you want to bring the seat over?
Oh, God.
Oh,
Surprise, Kevin.
Happy birthday, Kevin.
Speaking of surprise parties where they never even acknowledge it and then they bring up a surprise later.
you guys forgot my birthday.
Happy birthday,
You ignored
Kevin.
me.
We actually did.
Nipple over that chair.
Oh, this better say world's worst dad.
It does.
Oh, sick! Oh my god! What is that? Boston Celtics backman. That's extreme.
And Batman. It's your favorite things.
All of them.
Yeah.
I love that so much. Thank you. That's just. Why would they do that?
I know, it's like a crazy
Isn't it like the weirdest
crossover.
combo?
Like,
It's gotta be a fake, surely.
no, it's like got the legit
No.
everything, yeah.
Oh my god, I
It was from
love
like
it.
a reputable store too. It wasn't from Wish.
Boston Celtics Batman basketball. Are you kidding me? That's amazing. Thank you.
You are
Thank
welcome.
you.
Hang on a minute. We'll just set a special guest up. She has some mountains.
Oh.
And if everyone remembers, we had the person before.
Jeremy, you're not in the microphone anymore. We used to have Stacey visit our pod and help us out. And yeah. Now Stacey is going to join us for some mountains.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Are you joining us? No?
She just wanted to be here for the Prezi.
That's the best.
Because I told her about it and she was excited.
Oh, I love it
You
so
can't
much.
wait. So
That's so sick. I can't believe they
Can you
did
do
that.
I can. I just don't want to sit down and break it because
You're okay. No, I sit on it and I'm...
No, but when...
Your knee? Okay, now you do need to wheel in. There's... Yeah, you do have to be on the camera.
I don't know where the dog went.
He's okay.
Over there.
He was on the camera for a minute.
He's
He did.
famous.
Famous.
Alright.
Oh, yeah.
Back
More
in the
famous than us.
Anyway, in case
He's been on the internet longer.
you missed it.
This is producer Stacey.
Yeah.
So that was fired.
we're
Unceremoniously
fired.
at like 11 p.m.
And in case you missed it, I brought in the kids shows that have the episode
The
where they
surprise
pretend
birthday
that they
episode.
forgot a surprise birthday.
So I do want to finish on that,
Yeah.
if we can. So that is possibly the most frustrating. Why is it always the same where they always like ignore the person?
Yeah, because they're like straight up jerks to them. It's not just like we're going to pretend it's not their birthday. It's like kind of mean to them the whole episode and everything.
Yeah, and they do like really jerky things.
Yeah.
You know what it reminds me of? Because we're watching Soul at the moment, Better
Yeah.
Call Saul. The old lady who lives with all her pals.
That's like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
that's the
it's so
saddest part of the
heartbreaking, right?
whole series.
Right? That, yeah. Kind of reminds me of that. And
Yeah.
she's like, I don't want to go anymore. Like, oh, lady.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Get to go in the walking group in the mall.
Yeah, her flash new shoes.
Yeah.
The Jimmy got her. God damn.
All right. You guys are going to have to rock, paper, scissors for who goes first out of you two.
I'm going to hand it over to Stacey.
Okay.
me?
Special guest mountain.
You got a mountain.
I do. Actually, I've got two, but my first one is delayed delivery.
Yes.
Like,
Delayed delivery.
because we
Okay.
ordered your Prezi on your birthday.
Oh,
Now
damn.
3 weeks ago.
To be
Before
fair,
his
that's
birthday.
specially made.
Like, and as soon as we saw it, we're like, oh my god, that's got Kev written all over it.
Yeah.
It's like his two favourite
Literally.
things in the
Yeah,
world.
that's the greatest.
The only thing missing is like cans of mother. Like, so I was like, no. And then I spent the whole 3 weeks waiting for it to get delivered because I just wanted to see the look on your face.
Oh.
And that 3-week delay was just the worst.
You know what? That's one of the coolest things I've ever gotten. I love that so much. It's so ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think there's much that I've gotten delayed with. I generally order off like Amazon though.
Well, yeah,
Amazon.
that's the thing.
Well,
Like
now.
sometimes I do order elsewhere and it's something you just can't get on Amazon. And there's almost always delays.
You know what I did get delays on? So when COVID first hit, I was like, sick. I'm going to work from home. I'm going to build a home gym. So I started getting all these weights and stuff. And then so I got a, like a squat thing. You can see it there. And one of the screws didn't go in properly. So I had to, I sent an email asking him, and I put a little funny joke like, I heard you should never miss leg day.
Yeah.
Send me my thing.
Yeah.
So I didn't get a response from that. And they didn't send it. And so 2 months later, I'm like, hey guys, I sent this. Do you recall this great email with the funny joke? And they're like, oh, sorry, we just missed it. We'll send it now.
Yeah.
I got so angry. Anyway, it's sitting there doing nothing anyway. And I didn't do I think I did 2 squats on it.
I was going to say, but you would have ordered that and been super motivated to use it. And then
Yeah.
the time it took for them to not send that part, you've lost that motivation.
Exactly.
And sat there eating 8 packs of honey ham chips.
Yeah.
Oh, they're good chips. And that's the thing. So with ADHD, you get really obsessed
Yeah.
for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's my drive to do really cool things. 2 weeks. That's the capacity, and then I'm on the next thing.
I hate when you order something online and you don't hear anything for a while. You email them, did you get this? Oh yeah, we sent it already. And then you get the details with the tracking stuff, sent that day. Yeah, okay. I believe you.
Yeah, we I remember asking someone. Actually, there was a delayed item once, and it was tickets to Alexis on Fire's final show back in like 2011 before they got back together.
Yeah.
But I remember asking the person who bought them, I'm like, aren't they meant to be coming? And she's like, oh, they shipped them to New York. I'm like, what?
That's nothing like.
Turns out they didn't. She was just making a, like, oh, they haven't arrived.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was just, an excuse. It was funny.
Lame.
That's crappy, yeah.
I was going to say, delayed delivery is the reason I don't do a lot of online shopping. Like, why would you wait for like 3 days when you could just walk down to, I don't know, whatever shop and
That's
just buy it?
Great deterrent.
Right?
Amazon's so quick.
Amazon, like,
So
they
quick.
had some winning qualities, I'll give them that.
Yeah.
But now I've been waiting for like 2 weeks for something to get delivered and I'm getting antsy again.
Yeah, okay.
Those stupid lamps.
Oh,
Speaking of
mother.
mother, we used to get the trays of mother because we buy them so much anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we did that through. You can do Amazon
You
subscriptions.
should totally go to
Yeah.
Costco
'Cause
and
it
get
is a
a
bit
pallet
cheaper.
of it.
You should.
Fit that in the back of the car.
Although the day that I buy it, I'll be like, I've got a problem. I've got to stop this.
Yeah.
I get really weird about it.
Tip it
Yeah.
all down the sink. One can at a time.
When I was 17.
199 springs to flush down. That 199 springs.
All right.
All right.
My first mountain. So, I'm going to ask a question.
Okay.
What do you think what's the highest death rate? Like, what's a most common way of dying
Heart
in
disease.
Australia?
I was going to say heart
Heart
disease.
disease? Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think the 10th most? I'm not going to go through 1 to 10. But what's the 10th highest?
Let it be something like real bogan.
It's accidental falls.
Accidental falls.
And you know the average age of people falling over and dying?
What?
Oh, it's going to be in like people's like 20s or 30s or something, isn't it?
No.
Damn.
87.
Yeah.
87 years old. Accidental.
And that's
Balls.
what gets you. You lasted that long. Oh. The floor got him in the end.
The way that I saw this. So my mountain is old people falling.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it is awful.
It's a problem.
that is a
Yeah, it's
It's
problem.
an issue, right?
Yeah.
So it's the 10th highest cause of death in Australia. The average age is 87. So in 2012, and you know what? It's getting worse. So in 2012, there was 2,017 people who died from falling. In 2021, where the stats are up to, there's 3,747. That's an average increase of 192 people dying from falling over every year.
Yeah.
Aw.
It's crazy.
How is this not something we're like?
Why are we not funding this?
We need spring suits.
Yeah.
Shirts that just like.
Yeah. And I mean, they give them their buttons and stuff. So, like, when they do fall over, they beep and, like,
Well, yeah.
Everyone's
Every
coming
old
over.
person who's.
yeah, they've all got a button.
But some of them refuse to wear it. Like, refuse those
There you
things.
go.
My grandpa had one, my Ron, he had one on his phone, and he
Yeah.
would always accidentally send off a message and not need it. So, like, this message would send out to, like, 10 different people, and everyone would call him. He's like, it's fine,
it
love.
real?
I just sat on my phone, like, it's all good. So, like...
I guess so. I think it's
I wonder what that
accidental
increase is
falls.
falls, though. Like, what caused that increase?
Well, yeah, and
COVID.
I want. See, I wonder if these people though, because you got to wonder, it's accidental falls. It's not old people tripping over. Is it? Are they climbing ladders? Like, what kind of old person is like, gotta hang those Christmas lights?
It could actually be COVID. A lot of people displaced, a lot of people out of work and that kind of thing at those times. Probably had to move back in with their parents or great grandparents. So they're moving back in with them, with their kids. They're leaving Legos on the ground and
Oh,
skateboards
man.
and remote control cars and marbles.
All of a sudden, grandma with a
With their walker.
Yeah.
walker steps on a Matchbox car.
COVID got her.
Maybe.
No, but that was a thing though. Like there was like people who were in hospital for other conditions. This isn't related to falls at all. And then ended up getting COVID. They would mark the death down as a COVID death,
Well, yeah,
not
they
because
did.
of their heart
They-
condition or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Like they died
it was
of COVID, not
a
with
coexisting
COVID.
problem
Yeah.
that was then escalated due to COVID.
Yeah.
It's it's like AIDS. If you get AIDS and then you get a flu, you'll die.
Yeah.
You can live with AIDS, but you're not counted. Do you die from AIDS or do you die from a flu?
Well, let's not talk too much about this so we don't get flagged for medical misinformation.
Yeah, you're gonna get the
Oh.
little tag, the Joe Rogan tag on your playlist.
Yeah.
Let's confirm. We know nothing about COVID.
That is a good mountain. Now, this mountain could get us flagged as well. So, picture this.
Everyone, please enjoy the last episode of Dad vs. Dad.
We didn't make it here.
Picture this. Bright sunny day.
Yeah.
You're a female woman, very proud female woman who's very proud of being a female, and you're feminist. All right.
Okay. Yep.
You hop onto Twitter. And you see a news article that says, that refers to you and your proud people
Females.
as people who menstruate.
Okay.
So you respond in a reasonably angry way.
So as in,
Yeah.
so a female, someone says a female is people who menstruate.
Yes, that's what they get referred to as.
Okay, all
They
right.
get completely dehumanized and called that.
Oh, okay.
And so you tweet an angry response to that,
Fair, yeah.
and you're J.K. Rowling. Anyway, my mountain is
Okay.
J.K. Rowling hate.
I'm on your side with
There's
this.
a new Harry Potter game coming out very soon, and it looks amazing. It's not even a Harry Potter game. It's set in that universe. It's 200 years before he's even born. It's got nothing to do with Harry Potter.
None of the
Just
characters
happens-
from Harry Potter are even
Yeah,
in
so
it.
it's not going to have these dumb, like, oh, look, it's Hagrid kind
Oh,
of
yeah,
cameos
yeah,
and that
yeah.
kind of thing. It's just going to be this fun, cool wizard game. It looks
Open
awesome.
world?
Yeah, it's open world. Flying the broomstick looks sick.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
a lot of people are boycotting this game and that kind of thing because J.K. Rowling's set to make money from it because she
She
exists.
created the universe.
But she got what
Why do
happened
people hate
a
her?
few years ago. The reason they hate her. So she did tweet that response to the news article that referred to women as people who menstruate.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of
Dehumanizing.
guys would be bothered, like, people who jizz. Like, it's not... Actually, I think a lot of guys would love that. But it is very dehumanizing and just kind of like...
Yeah, okay.
It's gross. It's not nice. And she did also... She'd been doing a lot of work on gender dysmorphia and that kind of thing. Like, a lot of research into it.
Yep.
Because she was a trans ally.
Yep.
And she was interested in a lot of things relating to it. She was following people. She accidentally liked a tweet that someone made as she was, screen capping and
I
that kind
think
of
I
thing.
read that article. So what was
Yeah,
happening was she
and-
was researching trans rights or whatever.
Yeah.
For a book, yeah.
Yeah.
And then she screenshot stuff, but I think she called it a senior moment.
Yeah.
She pushed like instead of screenshotting.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden the internet hates her.
And it wasn't a particularly nasty tweet that she liked or anything, but the person who tweeted it is sometimes has posted transphobic things and that kind of thing. And so people immediately associated her with that person
Yep.
and then just became relentlessly attacking her, calling her all sorts of horrible things and really just being nasty, like telling her that she should die and like just
This is cancel
awful things.
culture completely.
Yeah, the entire like trans community was on like ultimate hate mode. So she wrote
Yep.
this like 4,000 word response
Yep.
explaining her position and what happened. And
Yeah.
like it was written in a very trans friendly way. The whole
It was.
article. She was very much a trans ally. She's always
She was
supported them.
respectful as well.
Yeah.
She was acknowledging he, she.
Yeah, exactly.
They, them.
And she has like 5 concerns about the trans activism that she was looking into. She wasn't saying, like, these are horrible things about trans people and you're all disgusting or anything like that. She was just saying, these are things we should probably look into. Like, they're things that could put women in danger.
Yep.
And, you know, she, as a proud feminist, is always going to be
course.
worried about women.
I'll let you
and
finish
so-
as well, but I do have comments on it as well.
Yeah, and she wasn't attacking anyone in this response.
Yeah.
But after putting that response, everyone just labelled her a TERF and saying she's completely transphobic and all this. And
Yeah.
the entire trans community just attacked the shit out of her.
Which was crazy because that article was written very respectfully.
Yeah.
And at the end, she actually went into personal trauma of herself anyway. I mean, if any trans person has gone through a journey and it's
Yeah.
a difficult way to come out, and, you know, there's a lot of hate. There is a lot of hate for trans. So understandably, they're going to be defensive and any hate is going to be drilled to the ground.
Yep.
But she also came out that she was a survivor of domestic violence.
Yeah.
And that article was saying, I don't want your sympathy. I'm just saying I'm human as well.
Yeah.
And it was totally relevant. You know,
Yeah.
she's existed through this horrible experience that people can maybe sympathize with or empathize with. And they didn't get that at all.
Yeah. No.
They
And
just disregarded
there was a lot of-
that. Yeah.
There's a lot of, like, her lived experience is why she is a bit concerned with some of the trans activists' things being pushed forwards. Like she was very worried about the shared bathrooms and that kind of thing.
Yeah. And as a victim of domestic violence, survivor, she called herself, that is a terrifying thing. You have a man anywhere in your most private place, of course you're going to be stressed about
Yeah,
it.
where you're the most vulnerable.
And
100%.
and a full-on feminist champion.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think she really could have bridged the gap between feminists and trans people. If they were working together, if they were discussing things with her instead of calling her all these horrible words.
You know what, though?
And if she didn't, if they didn't attack her, she really could have probably made a difference between both of those communities and kind of brought them in together. And instead, they're just like, no, you can't question anything we're pushing forward. You just have to blindly follow everything we say.
Religion.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Sorry.
is. It's like a religion. It's just blindly follow us or you're against us. And like she would have been like the best ally to have. She
Well, she would have
hugely
been,
influential in the world.
The problem was, though, she went and did her research, and the research that she presented in that article was about the doctors who were saying, this isn't true. This, like, she did put holes in the trans stuff as well.
Yeah.
And it's not saying that she was attacking, but it was opening up this conversation and the dialogue.
Yeah, they were just things she wanted to kind of look more into. They weren't like...
Yeah.
They were just concerns. They weren't...
Questions.
Yeah, questions,
Well, the
concerns, which everyone should have about any movement. You should
shared
never blindly follow
bathrooms.
any movement.
Yeah, the shared bathrooms thing. So I ended up, when I was looking into that, I ended up looking into other, like, what were people's response to that?
Yeah.
There was one that I read that was a trans woman who wasn't sure which bathroom they fit in.
Yeah.
And their experience about that. And it was like, obviously to empathize with a trans person trying to decide that they can't go into the female bathroom is also, you know.
Yeah, it's a weird thing for them.
I think, and it's how do you prove someone's a male or female, you know?
Yeah.
Do you decide, do they have to carry a card? Like when I went to Queensland, we had to flash our phone to say that we were vaccinated.
Yeah.
Which was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you supposed to wear like a tiny gold star on your shirt?
You shouldn't have to be questioned every time you walk into a bathroom either.
Yes.
But also, like, just the problem wasn't necessarily that was happening. There was just this blind, quick, like, well, what do they do about trans toilets? Oh, here's a solution. We'll just put them all in together. It doesn't matter. Like, that was just their
not that
knee jerk. Let's just
simple.
do that. Like, which
that
is
might
fine
for
end up being the
trans.
best solution. But it's like we didn't.
But it's not empathetic to survivors of DV.
Yeah.
You know, it's not for anyone who's intimidated by that
And
you know, you're not transphobic if you don't understand it.
Yeah.
It's just you don't understand it and you're not ready for it.
And you should be allowed to ask questions if you
Absolutely.
don't understand. If it's coming from a place of genuinely wanting to learn.
I
and
watched that documentary on, what was it, The Wire. I ended up looking into right-wing stuff.
yeah.
And there was one called What is a Woman?
Yeah.
And it was basically these people going into doctors and asking questions like, what is a woman?
Yeah.
Because the trans community are completely... Anyone who was asking questions, you're right, they'd shut it down. There was no
Yeah.
answers. And people were getting aggressive if you kept questioning these things.
Yeah. Well, because after all the attacks, she did get a bit trolly on the trans community.
As
So
you
she's
do.
just like,
She
"Fuck
has
yous.
every right to be
Fuck yous, I'm done.
defensive.
I'm trying to help. You're done. I'm giving up on you. I'm just going to troll you forever.
100%.
Haha. Suck it, bitches. Like, and that's awesome. Like, good on you. Instead of just kowtowing and being like, okay, I'll worship every decision you make. She's like, fuck you. You're going to bully me. You lose the greatest ally you ever had.
Yeah.
Someone did tweet her, and they were like, I saw this the other day. Someone did tweet her, and like, how do you sleep at night? She's like, on a big bed of your money.
From all your childhood
Like, if
dreams.
you're going to be a dick, I will throw it back at you.
Yeah.
Like,
Actually,
One of the big arguments against so people who are worried about DV and public toilets,
yeah.
their biggest thing is like, well, trans people don't do that. So, but it's not about trans people doing it. It's about jerks and wankers taking advantage of the situation. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not the good guys you got to be worried about.
Well, absolutely. There's genuine people in hardship, but there's
Yeah.
also scumbags who just don't want to work,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Actually, I saw an article this week on the topic of trans stuff. You make me feel like a natural woman deemed offensive by the woke.
yes, I would believe that.
Yeah.
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 Aretha
And
Franklin,
every other
come on.
day they find another song to be upset about.
This came up on my playlist on Spotify and I'm upset.
Yeah.
Okay.
Removed from like songs.
So yeah, everyone buy Hogwarts. It's gonna be great.
Oh yeah,
It's gonna
I
be
might
fun.
look into that.
Oh, and it's
actually.
funny. There's so much boycott news coming on that game. Like every
free
review and
publicity.
everything, every review has to mention the controversy about it and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And there's so many people boycotting the game apparently, and because a lot of people hate being told what to do, there are so many people spike buying the game.
I love it.
They're buying the game because they're told not to buy it. It's like, you can't tell me what to do, pre-order. And it is currently the highest selling game on Steam for the week, even though it's not out yet.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Its pre-orders are doing crazy well. Like, it's
I mean-
going to be good.
If it's a good game, then that's one thing, but then also the publicity behind it, and it kind of proves the point that maybe people are just really sick of cancel culture.
Yeah.
Well,
and
there's
there's no
a
real...
whole shop dedicated to Harry Potter here in Canberra.
Yeah.
And that is always packed.
Yeah.
I
So
love that.
there's no way that you not buying this game that JK herself has nothing to do with. All she did was create the Harry Potter
universe, yeah.
But
She's
she
got
gets money
nothing
from
to
it.
yeah, but she's had nothing to do with the development of the game or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like, even if no one bought that game, this fan universe of Harry Potter is not going anywhere.
You know what I
Like,
love?
it's already that ingrained in the just general life and culture.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what Hogwarts house they belong to. You've all done the quiz on BuzzFeed. And you've probably done it 1,000 times to try and get Gryffindor and you didn't. So, like, it's ridiculous. It's hate. Like,
It is ridiculous.
Slytherin, by the way, obviously.
Ravenclaw.
I haven't done it.
So he doesn't want to admit he's not a Gryffindor. He's a Hufflepuff.
I saw this...
Dang you.
I saw this one. I'm not even going to talk about. Yeah, I did see this meme, and it had a black wizard with the hat on, and then the hat said Azkaban, which is the prison.
So, One
I
thing
thought you
that-
were going to say like his Izzlepuff or something. Gryffindor.
The one thing I really love about the Harry Potter universe is the movies grew up with the kids of
Yes.
that age.
Yeah.
So like when you were watching that first movie, if you were an adult already, that movie's shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the worst thing. Oh, yuck.
yeah.
But as a kid, that's so wonderful. So
yeah.
crazy, so exciting. And as you get older, they get more age appropriate for you at growing into the
Yeah.
adult.
100%.
Yeah.
And
Like-
and the books always came out like
Yeah.
at that time. When I read Harry Potter for the first time, I was like 10 or 11.
Yeah.
Like that's how old Harry was when he got his Hogwarts letter, and it all just like grew up with you with
Yeah.
those ages.
But
Yeah.
that-
It was the perfect way to create a fan base.
It
And those
really-
people who did that at that perfect age are forever fans.
Yeah. So that
Kids.
doesn't work for new kids.
Yeah.
The next
They're too
Netflix
woke.
kids.
Because
they can just
they
watch
watch
it. No,
Netflix.
They can just watch it all at once.
Yeah, they chuck on the movie. Next movie.
Yeah,
next
next movie,
Wow,
please.
these are getting scarier.
Yeah. I'm not old enough for this yet.
Like, Harry Potter started really cool and then it got terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's jump scares in those movies.
Oh, yeah.
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 Anyway,
What's with the second one that has a giant snake in it? Like, hello.
the terrifying
and they're giant spiders?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
you get
Rusty
to-
watched the spiders and he's like, oh my god.
That's
Oh,
the
yeah,
one
Vera
thing I
can't watch
can't
that.
wait. I can't wait to like show the movies to Vera though.
Yeah, I'm
Like
excited about it.
when she's old enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
No, they are good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Make sure you progress the age. That
That
was a
was my
long
mountain.
That was a long
J.K.
mountain.
Rowling hate.
All right, give me mountain number 2.
Well, mine is in a stark comparison to that, and my
And this
mountain.
is kind of...
What?
Never mind. It's fun because it just brings it back to our... Before we released our first episode, we brought a debate.
Yes,
Kind
and
of
I
revolved
had a
around this.
reminder on my Facebook about this debate,
Okay.
and my second mountain for this week is socks and sandals.
Oh, yuck.
There's one thing I have noticed since moving to Canberra is that every man and his fucking dog at Westfield wears their fucking slides and socks, and it is absolutely disgusting.
Okay.
That's because
Like-
we are fashionable here.
It is not
Socks
cool.
and sandals are currently a fashionable
No,
thing.
they're not.
Yeah,
Just
people in
because
Hollywood are wearing
Kanye
that.
West and Justin Bieber do it
Mm.
doesn't mean that it's a good thing. Kanye West also loves Hitler. He's clearly wrong. Okay? I would die on this mountain.
There are other
Socks
celebrities
and
wearing them.
sandals.
Yeah, okay. I'm 100% on your side. They
Yeah,
are
they're
just
good because
No.
sandals are the best, and sometimes it's a little bit too cold for a sandal. Bust a sock on.
Wear a shoe.
Wear a shoe.
Wear sneakers.
Too much
Wear
effort.
flats.
Too much effort.
Wear anything. Wear Ugg boots.
Nah.
Ugg boots in public, fine.
Although I
love
will
it.
say,
I love
you
my
know what?
Uggs.
In defense of it, so I love thongs.
No,
right?
no. Okay, socks
Thank
and
you.
thongs
Socks.
is in the same category.
No,
Socks.
I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking
Thank
about
you.
that. Don't worry, I'm on your side, remember?
Yeah, I win.
Calm it-
Everyone,
calm
vote
down.
for me.
Leave me alone.
Calm down. All right. So, thongs. I'm a big thong guy. So, the other day I was wearing mine and it broke and I was devastated. Luckily, for Christmas one year, Ellie bought me what did you call them?
Crocs?
Slides.
Slides. So,
Slides
slides are different. Slides are the ones that wrap around,
Just one
but
band.
but
that
don't
goes-
have the toes.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No thumb, toe holding these. Yeah. They are so painful to wear. Because
Yes.
every step that you take, that band on top is just like trying to chop off your toes.
Yeah, you
like a
need-
little guillotine.
I don't understand
need
how they
two
stay
bands.
on feet.
Yeah, they're
You
so
need-
uncomfortable.
you need
And
thongs.
Yeah, you like your penguin walk.
Well,
Yeah.
fun fact. Thongs, slides, and sandals are all types of sandals.
Like, well, no,
Or jandals for any of our Kiwi listeners.
What a jandal.
That's what they call like thongs.
Or
in
flip-flops
music.
for
yeah,
any
flip-flops for you
Americans.
Americans.
yeah.
It's
Oh,
weird
actually,
that
sorry, New
flip-flops is
Zealanders
their
call them
term.
jandals.
I would,
Jingles.
like, because I used to think flip-flops was an Australian term because it sounds like a thing we would call
What do they
them.
call them in States then?
No, that's what they
that is
call
what
them.
they call them there,
They are
but it
flip-flops,
Oh, they're
sounds
yeah.
legit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because of the
Flip-flops.
sound they make.
like
Oh, yeah.
thongs.
Yeah.
Thongs are what's on your butt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yuck. Yeah. Well, look. it's if you were like, if I was wearing the slides, then yeah, absolutely, socks might be the answer.
No, socks and
But I
sandals
also
never the
would
answer.
not. I ended up buying new thongs the next day.
I'm going to actually take this opportunity to publicly shame someone that I care about who wears, or at least threatens to wear, socks and Birkenstocks. Now, Birkenstocks are possibly the worst kind of sandal.
And the finest
They are
sandal money
so
can buy.
ugly. And then this one is like, I think I might wear some socks with it. Like, that's just the worst combo.
Wait, but the big white ones
Yeah, I
that
don't
turn
have white
brown or
ones.
whatever.
Yeah. No, but well, I mean, I do prefer to wear them without
You
socks.
know what though?
He was wearing like socks up to his knees today, and I'm like, he knew the mountain I was bringing, and I'm like, you're gonna freaking lift your foot up on camera with the socks that I bought you,
Listen though,
like, just to rub it in.
Jeremy has always been a fashion icon.
That's true.
So, at what was it? Your 18th birthday, you asked for grandpa socks, the ones with like the cross
tartan
stitch,
patterns.
the
Yeah,
tartan
they were great.
patterns.
They weren't tartan, but yeah.
But like perfect grandpa colors as well, like the brown with like the red and white stitching.
yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned that actually, because I was whinging to your mum at Christmas about how much I hate socks and sandals and how Jeremy keeps threatening to wear it. She goes, "Say what you want about that kid. He's always had his own style." But no, he's not allowed to wear socks and sandals. Like, I'm trying to train my dog to eat the Birkenstocks. They're bigger than he is, but I'll train him.
All right, yeah, that's a mountain.
All right,
Socks and
everyone,
You're
sandals.
gonna win this.
buy sandals. Get some Birks. They are fine quality.
Actually,
sandals.
before we end this topic, do you know what I saw online when I was looking up all these reasons to hate socks and sandals?
Reason to love them.
No, I found socks that you can buy that look like sandals. So guess what
Oh,
you're getting for your
yes.
birthday?
Oh, that's it.
You can wear them, that's fine, because that's like just a sock. I can tolerate you wearing a sock. But if you wear a Birkenstock over those socks, I'm moving back to Perth.
I'm gonna wear them all the time together.
Well, seeing as we're on the topic of sandals, this is controversial. So we've had, this is
Heavy app.
This is a heavy app.
Yeah.
We've had
Some real hard-hitting,
Oof.
deep topics here.
So
Where'd my dog go?
so we're filming on the 28th of January. Okay, we've just had Australia Day.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So
this is where this is going.
so my mountain is the Australia Day date.
Yeah.
Now, this is a really weird topic to bring in on a comedy podcast. So I hope you can help me.
I've got some fun things.
Okay, good.
But yeah.
Let Kev explain his
Yeah.
moves.
Okay. Well, you.
So, and my education on this isn't great.
Yeah.
I just think there's a lot of upset people. I'm not patriotic. I don't care.
Yeah.
Let's change it.
It's a public holiday. Have a day off work.
Good. But also, we've already got public holidays in January. Let's move it. I wouldn't mind one more in like November.
Yeah.
Well, have you seen the proposed
No,
date?
no. Keep it because we get a day off for Invasion Day.
Well, Invasion Day.
Yeah, we get a day off for that.
So that's Australia Day.
Well, it is now, at the moment.
So
But if
that's
they change Australia Day to another day, but keep the 26th as a public holiday for Invasion Day, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So do
Still
we
get a public
mourn
holiday.
Invasion Day?
Yeah, we
Or do we
mourn.
celebrate?
We
Like,
sadly
we would-
cook sausages. We do little reenactments.
Like a civil
Yeah, we
Oh
have
my
kids running
God.
around. Like we have some kids coming in on like cardboard boats, and then like the other kids in blackface all running around.
Oh my god!
Oh, it'd be
You are so getting
amazing.
cancelled. This is the last episode of the show.
So yeah, I'm all for change it. I used to be against it when they first started bringing it in. It was just like get rid of Australia Day. We hate Australia. It's the worst country in the world.
No.
It's like no. I
We
love
still need to
Australia.
celebrate Australia, but I just think
Yeah, I don't
probably
care about
not
the date.
appropriate to celebrate Australia on the day that people are mourning genocide.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the big thing. You know, like if we talk about Auschwitz, right?
Yeah.
We're going down a dark tunnel. So we're talking about the Nazi German camps, right?
Yeah.
You're not celebrating them.
No.
No. People lost, like, I think there was one survivor. I watched a thing recently on World War II, and it was one survivor and 46 of their family members died there.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane. But we're talking Aboriginal families.
Yeah.
So I recently saw this speaker, Joe Williams. He used to be a player for the Rabbitohs. He ended up going through all this trauma therapy and whatever. And now he does public speaking and meets with like psychologists and doctors and stuff and helps, which is really cool. But I ended up listening to a thing of his where he was saying Aboriginals didn't have a word for suicide in their language. And that was because they didn't need it, right?
Yeah.
Suicide only happened when white men came in and they started changing the way that they did things.
Yeah.
So, like, white men came in and
Don't
basically
say
said...
white man, say we.
Well, we, all right, yeah. We took the land, we took their culture, we took their way of living, their ideas, and
Yeah.
basically said, you're going to live like us now, and this is how it's going to go.
We
Yeah.
can take your children away from you.
Yeah, literally everything.
We need to brainwash them and get them westernized.
Yeah. So you're going to be us, and this is our land now.
Yeah.
So, you know, we obviously did this horrible thing. We shouldn't celebrate Australia Day. We shouldn't, like, there is no reason that the 26th should be the day that we celebrate that.
How would they have known what date it was if we didn't bring them the calendar?
Oh my god.
Yeah. No, I'm fine. Yeah, change the date. We don't need
Have you
it.
seen the day
haven't.
the proposed day they want to change it to, which I think is a really cool idea?
When?
May 8.
What?
Mate.
Yeah.
Oi.
Okay.
Now that's a fun date. Like
It's fun instead of basing it on something serious like some Prime Minister's birthday or something. Yeah, no, I think that's cool.
Like there should, and that's like a week before my birthday, so that's
Yeah.
fine by me. But like, I think there's a lot of things about Australia that should be celebrated. Like it is a beautiful country and that sort of thing,
course.
but not on that day, maybe. I'm
yeah.
probably unqualified to make that call, being a white person raised in a pretty privileged white culture.
Yeah.
Like maybe, but
But we should still, like...
there's a lot of things about Australia that should be celebrated. There's a lot of dark side of the history that people need to learn and learn from.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But like
But also
we're in a
accept-
lucky country here that we should have a day where we're allowed to celebrate that, but
And
maybe
be-
not the 26th of Jan.
Yeah, be empathetic to what's happened. Like, that history is very,
Don't try
very
and wipe
wrong.
out that history.
No, well, you can't deny that Nazis existed, although there are people that do. Man, Nazis. We're talking Nazis. We've mentioned blackface. We've talked about trans.
Transphobes as well.
This might be cancel a Zep.
Yeah, we don't have enough listeners. Who's going to dob us in, Mum? But yeah, and like public holidays for me personally don't really mean a much at all. Any of them. It just means I get paid more on that day.
It's cool.
Oh no, see, I love public holidays.
Well,
I
yeah,
go to work.
you either get a day off,
Oh,
which
I-
is nice.
I did a
or
lot on my day
You
off.
work and you get paid
I
extra.
still sat at my desk for 7 hours building Legos, so I'm like, I didn't really change much.
Yeah.
I appreciate time off more than anything these days, so yeah.
It is nice that there's like some workplaces will be like, if you don't want to celebrate Australia Day or acknowledge it, you are able to work. Like that's a thing that some places are doing.
You're able to work with extra pay though?
No, I don't think.
Why would you just...
I know, but it's like if that's your way of
I mean, if that's your
standing
way
up
of
against
supporting,
then that's like a fair
Yeah, but
way of.
why-
Most people are just going to take the day off.
Yeah, or take advantage of your...
it does seem, I mean, that's the thing. If everyone doesn't get on board, then it just stays the same, you know?
That's
Yeah.
it. Someone
Like-
there was a thing the other day, because it was only a couple of days ago, of like if this is going to be an ongoing debate every year, call a referendum. Like let's just vote on it and have this, like argued once and for all. Let's settle this debate.
Although...
It is
you have to
interesting,
do
though,
it
you're
properly.
Do
right.
that for
'cause-
marriage equality.
And
too,
that
so.
that brought out the worst in everyone.
Always do
That
it.
that was set to win by a landslide, but everyone who was voting no got bullied the shit out of. And people who saw other people bullying were like, that's it, I'm voting no because of all this bullying.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that vote was
yeah.
way closer than it should have been
Yeah, and like
because
this
of
is
the bullying.
like this is a
And they've-
like different.
Better not be that kind of bullying in this one either because it'll ruin it.
No, but then a lot of people with the equality vote voted unexpectedly. My grandfather voted yes, and he was born and raised in a time where
Yeah.
you weren't
Yeah.
gay, and that was not okay, and you hid it, and like he was a lovely man, my grandfather. Like he was a really good guy, but you would have expected a man of his generation to be like, nah, not voting for
Yeah,
them.
of course.
And
Yeah,
he ended
yeah.
up voting yes. So maybe there'd be like in this day and age, like someone who really doesn't care either way.
If I was
Might
gay,
vote-
I would have voted no.
But you
So that I
like
don't have to deal with
You don't
marriage,
like
yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Your mountain wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should do another referendum. Should we get rid of marriage entirely? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, get rid of marriage. Get rid of straight marriage.
And anyone who is married,
Instant divorce.
Yeah.
and they have to pay the cost.
Welcome to de facto life.
That's a really good.
I haven't heard any good keep the date arguments is the thing.
Yeah.
Like I haven't heard like
Of course,
it
not.
started in like the 90s or something. It's not even like this tradition of celebrating Australia goes back to when we were kids or anything. It's like a pretty new tradition.
Yeah.
Really. It's there's I haven't heard any yet. Everyone's kind of just like, who cares as long as we get an Australia Day.
Well, I think that's
yeah.
it.
Like
is-
I've known people who are like who have been really who were against it at the start,
Yeah.
like when it was cancel Australia Day, but now I'd like change the date. Like, yeah, do it,
Do it.
go nuts,
and that's where that May 8th
and do it
date
this year,
comes into it.
so we
Right.
get a second Australia Day this year.
Oi, let's push this.
We'll
Yeah.
send this episode to the Prime Minister.
Ooh, yeah, we go knock on the door of Parliament House and drop it off.
Oi, we'll just
On a tape.
chuck in some like Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds in there.
God.
He'll
Alright.
be into it. He's all into our current PM is into like all the good stuff.
Albo's cool.
Cool.
Yeah, I like him. He's
I know nothing about him.
old punk dude. It's good. He
Oh,
loves
yeah.
like Radio Birdman.
That's
and
like this
Nick
great
Cave.
video of him like jamming out with another prime minister or something. He was like playing guitar or some sort of instrument with another music.
Doesn't
with
that
another.
just remind you of like I Love You Man? Where it's like Paul
Yeah.
Rudd jamming. Jolbin. Yeah. All right.
I swear that was the thing. Or maybe he was talking about punk records or something. Maybe he was swapping records with someone like vinyls. I think it was
Oh,
Jacinda.
yeah, Jacinda Ardern.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Because he brought in, like, I can't remember what he brought in, like Australia Crawl or something. Like,
Yeah.
Alright.
yeah.
Which
it
was way better than ScoMo doing his like food swap with Bojo, and he's like, "We'll give you Tim Tams and Vegemite," and Bojo's like, "Oh, we'll give you bloody marshmallow penguins," and we lost out so hard on that freaking trade deal or whatever it was. Made me so angry.
All right. Well. Yeah,
Sorry
those
to
are-
bring down your week.
Yeah. Hope you had fun. I
We
managed.
talked about genocide.
I got one good joke in there, though, I think.
Flagged on Spotify.
So, my mountains were kids show, surprise birthday kids show episodes,
Yeah.
catchy title, and J.K. Rowling haters.
Okay. Mine were old people falling over and Australia Day date. And
Yep.
Stacey, you can also vote for Stacey. Counts for nothing. But
I have a puppy. Vote for me.
oh,
What was
what was
your
your
mountain?
mountains?
No, mine was delayed delivery
Yep.
and socks and sandals,
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
and a lack of
Good.
puppies on this episode.
Yeah.
Vote for the dog.
This is the most puppies ever been on any episode.
Wait, that
Thanks for
dog's
coming in.
All eyes.
Yeah. Yeah. They're a perfect target for cats.
Yeah, your cats bully him.
Oh, he's a sook. Whatever.
So, yeah, thanks for coming in.
Yep. Thank you. We will be putting stuff on Patreon. And anyone who wants to reach out, send us a message. We will be looking to make calls and do stuff. Yep. Clean your dick. Good.
Yeah. So, yeah, next episode we will be bringing in guest mountains to have fun with that, patrons. We'll
Yeah.
put up a post about it how you can contact us, and we will let you know when we're recording, so you can maybe call in to do your mountains. Mm-hmm. And anyone who can't call in, send an email or whatever.
Yep.
We look forward to hearing them, and we'll read them out, and we'll debate on your behalf or against you if they're crappy mountains. We're just going to crap all over them and you.
And
Get ready to feel bad.
Right on the Reddits, if you disagree with a mountain, tell us why. If you hate it,
Yeah, you can leave
If you hate it and you know it, clap your hands.
on the Reddit page. If you haven't been to r/mountain or molehill, it is great. You can comment on each of the mountains if you've got some reason it should be voted even higher. You can inspire others with your incredible comment. I was going to use a fun word, but I couldn't think of it. So yeah, that's where you can go for that. Check out patreon.com/dadversedad, where you can watch. Well, you can watch a video on YouTube anyway, but you could go there. What can you go there for? Oh, you can go there to support us if you like.
I'm so glad the professionalism of this show has gone up since I
You
left.
get a bonus episode with that if you subscribe to our Patreon. And you'll be able to bring in a mountain next week as well.
Bye, Hungries.
Bye, Hungries.
It does.
Don't forget to spay and neuter your pets. I'm Bob Barker.
Okay.